Why do horror games have to be so scary to the point where I can't even play them? Don't get me wrong, I'm always in the mood for a good horror game or horror-themed game. I mean, look. This is a horror-themed game, Castlevania on the NES. But that is playable. That I can sit down and enjoy because it's a theme. The horror games nowadays are like the scariest things in the entire world. I can't even get past like one screen without wanting to cry my eyes out. I get scared at like the smallest things. I could play Minecraft and be mining a big mine, you know, doing my whole excavations, trying to find some diamonds and gold ore and all these other things that I need to make my warrior a better warrior and get my horse some armor. But during that, I'll turn a corner and see a creeper and jump out of my chair and scream out loud with my headphones on. They'll fall off, everything will get ruined, my computer falls over, my screen cracks. Whenever I go into a game that has real graphics that look realistic and everything's trying to scare you at all times, where Minecraft's supposed to be a fun game, even though it has creatures and stuff. When a game's trying to scare me, it does. So, it's terrifying. I know it can be fun with friends and stuff like that, but whenever you're sitting at home, like alone, just playing a game, and the whole purpose of the game is to terrify you, no thanks. Horror movies I'm fine with, though. I don't really find horror movies that scary anymore. So why is it video games that terrify me? I think I figured it out. It's because in those moments when there's horror movies, you see a guy, and he's reaching for a doorknob, and you know behind that door is something very bad, and you're like, no, don't reach for that door handle, don't reach for that door handle. But you know what he's going to. He's probably going to open it, something will pop out. That's most likely what's going to happen. But in a video game, not only are you the guy who is opening that door, but you have to open that door. And you have to choose at the speed you do it. So you know that no matter what, you can't go backwards. There's nothing back there for you. You already beat that part of the game. You have to go forwards. Through that door to hell where the demons are waiting for you on the other side in 1080p and 60 frames per second. Now I know there's horror fans. I know people love their horror video games as much as people love their horror movies. And I'm a fan of horror movies. I'm a fan of horror games. They're just so scary I can't even play them. If I'm going to be spending the money on a game, I want to be able to play it, not be terrified. And no, that doesn't mean just make an action game. Resident Evil 6. I'm saying have some balance. Not to action and horror, but to horror and entertainment. Think of maybe Nightmare on Elm Street as far as that. Where's that kind of game? A game that is scary, but is also really fun and enjoyable. I just want to be entertained. That's why I get a game, is to be entertained. I want to be entertained and not so terrified to the point where I can't sleep and I don't want to play video games anymore. Anyway, I'm done with my ranting. I just thought that you should know how I feel about horror video games. I love them. I really do. I really think they completely have a place in video games as a genre. They are for people who like to be scared. But I hate them because I can't play them, and I wish I could enjoy everything else like everyone else does. For now, sticking to this bad boy. You should too. Go pick it up on Virtual Console or online or something. You can find it. Get a ROM. I'm not saying you should, but you should. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Mark Musso of Musso Games, and click all the links down below to get my Twitter and Facebook and such. You know the drill. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you like this, and like this if you like this with the like button. I thought it was clever in my head. It didn't really come out that way.
Speed up. Speed up.